Getting word of another attack. Vampires in Central Park. Right before dawn. Can you imagine?
Dawn?
I knew this was coming. Just not so soon.
The city is in enough chaos.
We'll handle it. No problem.
Ah, Blade. Ever the optimist, hmm?
Look at them. The sun will be up any minute now. They don't seem to care.
Then let's make them care.
We'll be done soon at this rate.
Just feel safe in Central Park again.
Yes, I'm afraid they'll have to cancel their picnics and ball games for today.
I'm sure they're more worried about surviving.
As they should be.
You stay down! This hurts! That's one hell of a move.
I smell.
Hulk saw that! Smash complete!
So be it. It's too late for you. Now remember who started this.
Time to bleed. Hulk hates this one!
It seems our work isn't done yet. I know this must pain you, Blade, to see your turf overrun like this. All that work.
Kinda seems like you're trying to piss me off.
And honestly, I heard you fight harder when you're angry.
I'm fond of that tactic myself, Doctor. As you can see, he doesn't always buy it.
Or maybe I only play along when I feel like it.
You've left me.
I think you got him. Friend got it!
They do not fear the sun.
I'll give them something to fear.
No.
Allow me! So, the wait is finally over. How long has it been since you felt the sun on your face, Dracula?
Centuries. The better part of a millennium, in fact. But you already knew that, Blade. And thanks to your unlikely I will bask in the dawn for eternity.
I cannot allow that!
You won't leave here alive.
This won't take long.
Is that really the best you can do?
I feel invigorated.
Your demise is at hand.
I am eternal.
I have faced far worse.
annoying! You lose! Hulk sees more! Hulk! Getting worn down! I'll make quick work. Good one!
Now let that be a lesson to you.
Now we're good. Works for Hulk.
Be my victim!
No blood! Additional Hydra forces in there. Get ready.
To think I've come full circle. My salvation and my curse all began with you.
A common refrain from vampires who haven't yet accepted their profound gift.
Not everyone wants to feed on the innocent. You never did understand that.
Let's work.
Ooh, Hulk impressed.
Lost children, you disappoint us, betray us, shed the blood of your own.
No one hurts you more than family.
Join us in the light. We won't ask again.
You won't. But not for the reason you think.
I don't understand. Why aren't you?
To mass-produce the serum, you diluted my sample. Yes, it protected you from the sunlight, but each use of your powers burned more of it away. You are, as they say, running on fumes. And when those expire, so do you.
This isn't over.
It is, for now. Unless you'd care to stay for a walk in the park.
Back to the sewer, where he belongs.
Are you disappointed we didn't destroy him?
Nah, he always comes back. But knowing he's got to live with that humiliation almost makes it worth knowing you.
For once, my failure of science has worked to our advantage. You might not believe it, Hunter, but this ordeal with the sunlight serum is finally over. Dracula has nothing.
That is fantastic. I knew you and Blade could take care of business.
The sunlight serum is so diluted it no longer poses a threat. The vampires have been cast back into the night, where they belong. I don't think I can properly express my relief. Hunter, if you had not been there to lean on throughout all this, I do not know how I would have survived.
This plague of vampires put stress on the whole team. We supported each other.
You are too kind. I'm glad I found such a welcoming family of heroes. And about that, Hunter, you should know that I will remain committed to the Midnight Sun's greater mission. You all helped me in my time of need. It is only fair that I return the favor.
Your support is much appreciated.
Marvelous. But before we move on, we must make one final decision regarding the sunlight serum.
We?
Oh, yes. I value your guidance. My prototype sample is no more, but I still possess my research notes. I could continue my experiments in the hopes of curing myself and maybe others, unless the risk of it falling into the wrong hands seems too great.
If a cure is possible, you should continue to look for it. If someone tries to exploit your research again, we will be here to stop them.
I was hoping you would feel that way. I can't wait to get back to work. After this business with Lilith is settled, of course. Thank you for your help, Hunter.
You were right, Blade. Morbius proved very useful today.
You know, even I'm impressed that he stared down Dracula.
So, did the two of you bury the hatchet?
We're not exactly friends, but I appreciate his experience in the field.
Sounds like someone is developing a grudging respect for the living vampire.
Okay, sure. Just don't tell him I said that.
You know grudging respect is the first step to real friendship.
It's time to drop this, Hunter.
Can't believe I'm saying this aloud, but I think I figured out Dracula's master plan.
Go on.
There is a Lilith connection, but it's not direct. Dracula is acting like he knows the world is coming to an end. Didn't expect him to be an apocalypse prepper, but here we are. Think of every play he's backed so far. Some of his plans overlap, right?
I had noticed that.
That's because he's throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. It doesn't matter what plans fail. As long as one succeeds, he wins. The good news is, we're foiling his plans faster than he's setting them in motion. If we keep nipping these buds, he'll have nothing left. Let's debrief on the latest. Looks like Dracula's plan went up in smoke. See what I did there?
I do. Is the sunlight serum truly gone?
Dracula still has a supply, but it's barely effective, as you experienced. For a master plan, this one was a real dud.
Dr. Morbius may have a different opinion.
Hey, if he deems it a bigger threat than I think it is, I'm happy to run it down. But for now, Central is tracking all mention of the sunlight serum or anything like it. Unless it finds something, I think we're done here. Anything else on your mind?
Thanks, Carol.
Catch you later.
We got Wanda back, straightened out Johnny Blaze, and are gonna totally vaporize the Parchment of Power. What could possibly go wrong? About the emo kids meeting, there's a problem. Wanda asked to run the show. Everyone was fine with it, until caretakers showed up.
She seems brittle now that we have Wanda back. I cannot imagine her pain.
Well, it seems like she's trying to pick a fight.
Why are we meeting? I thought we already knew how I died.
Wanda doesn't think we do, and I believe her. So, you ready to head to the meeting and hear her out?
Lead the way.
This was a mistake. I shouldn't have brought it up.
I disagree. Your theory is sound. We must know the truth.
Wanda already took Agatha from me. I'll be damned if I let her take my child.
The one standing behind you?
Ah, damn it. I didn't mean for you to hear that.
I understand why you said it. What is this about?
It's not worth your time to know.
Please, tell me.
Wanda says there's more to your death than what we saw. She claims she can reveal the true manner of your death.
It cannot hurt to try her suggestion.
It absolutely can. Her magic is chaotic. She could lose control and kill everyone.
Good thing you are here to help her.
Help her? After what she did?
Who better than you?
All right. Listen to her if you must. But if you proceed with the ritual, I can't lose you, Hunter. Not again.
Now, do not fret about Wanda. She knows what she is doing. Sarah worries too much.
I do not know who to believe.
Then believe me, Wanda is capable, and we are here to support you both.
What are your thoughts on Ms. Maximoff leading this meeting?
She is your apprentice. I would rather hear your opinion.
Truthfully, she blames herself for losing the sanctum, not me for failing to rescue her as she should. I know my apprentice is more than capable, but I don't believe she does.
Do you doubt her?
Not a bit.
Then there is my answer.
Quite right.
I guess that could have gone worse. Looks like Sarah has settled down. Wanda called this meeting, so let her know when you're ready.
I didn't mean for this to happen. I just wanted to help.
How?
I spoke with Dr. Strange about your visions. That got me thinking. The last meeting, specifically the moment of your death, I don't think that's where your life ended.
There's no way we can be certain.
We can, if we know what kind of misdirection we're dealing with. And I'm certain I do. There is a subtle magic at play. It clouds your perception, distracts from what is real.
Why are you so certain?
I felt it twice before. Most recently, when I was under Lilith's influence.
And the first time?
When I killed Agatha. I had no warning I'd lost control until it was over. Something masked the danger from me, from her.
I can respect your honesty, if not your magic.
That's more than I expected. My magic works by creating what I most desire. It can also strip what is illusion from what is real. You deserve to know what truly happened. Please, allow me to help you.
I am ready to proceed.
All right. What is your last memory before your death?
Lilith trapped me with the Darkhold. I could not move.
Then I shall remove the veil. And now, your death revealed. What do you see?
Lilith approaches. I have never seen her so determined.
And now, child, you shall be free.
Still creepy.
Indeed.
I cannot move. Yet I hear myself shout.
What the?
My body lurches toward her. None of it my doing. Lilith struggles against her own limbs, but cannot control them. My hand reaches for the Darkhold. I see fear blossom in my mother's eyes. I touch the Darkhold.
No! Stay
Pain
back!
washes over us both. The world flares white. And then there is nothing.
Okay, what is with that voice?
And who directed the hunter's movements?
Someone who could hold Lilith in place.
That's alarming. I'm sorry. There's nothing more. That's when the hunter died.
Don't apologize. You showed us what we could not see.
Another mystery resolved. No more reason to assemble the emo kids.
You sound disappointed.
I am, somewhat. This kept me distracted from the state of the Sanctum Sanctorum. Reminded me I could still be useful. Perhaps that is the lesson.
You see? Now you know.
What we know is disturbing.
Truth is often disturbing. We both learned that lesson years ago.
What we just saw, it's difficult to comprehend. I know I have questions. But what about you?
No one else was present when I faced Lilith. So whose voice did we hear?
No one I recognize. If Lilith has just recovered the Darkhold, she may have used it to summon a dark spirit.
If she did, it seems like she lost control.
Perhaps. I pray it was just that.
Could it have been Chthon?
Speaking through the Darkhold? Perhaps. But why draw you towards the book? What was there to gain?
I'm still unclear on how I actually died.
The magic of the blood courses through you and your mother when you both touched the Darkhold.
Mystical feedback?
That's my theory. It's a dangerous book. Perhaps more so than we thought.
I should get going.
Very well. Good night, kiddo.
Yes?
I'm proud of you for pushing through all this.
Thanks.
Well, good night.
Are you all right? How do you feel?
Physically, I am fine.
Good. How about what you saw?
You are the expert on false realities. You tell me.
I don't know the answers, but I am certain we have the facts. What we saw tonight did happen. You both died with your hands on the Darkhold.
What does that tell us?
I'm not sure yet. Perhaps it will give us an edge in our fight, or insight into something we've missed.
More unanswered questions.
That's not it. We have all the answers to your death. What we're missing are the questions that match. Thank you for trusting me to do this.
Of course.
It means more than you know.
I don't know what to think. Was someone else there, and did they kill Lilith?
Those are difficult questions to answer.
At least we know to ask them. Hey, we'll get to the bottom of this. We're emo kids. We can do anything. I think that's it. You leaving?
That is it for me.
The last meeting of emo kids. Should we get another t-shirt? I kinda want another t-shirt. Or, ooh, maybe a pin. I'll figure it out. Thanks for letting us root around in your past, Hunter.
Reprieves, no matter how brief, grant us all a moment to reflect and breathe. It seems we can finally put this ordeal with Morbius's serum behind us.
Thankfully, we have more important things to focus on now.
Hunter, thank you for not being overly harsh with Morbius.
I only did what seemed right at the time.
I would say you are wise beyond your years, but you have more years than most of us put together. Maybe that's what makes you so discerning.
And still no wrinkles.
Indeed. I am just glad that Morbius found some peace of mind. I am familiar with that journey. It's not easy. Be proud of your part in that, Hunter.
When I was a child, we had a saying, grab an egg and shave it.
Are eggs hairier in Greece?
No, but that is the point. The expression signifies you are faced with an impossible, no-win scenario. Over the years, I have been forced to shave a lot of eggs.
Good thing you have practice. You and I still have a few eggs to shave.
True. Your mother is a very large egg, but I still have hope that we will crack her shell.
I think the analogy is getting away from you.
My point is that I'm constantly fighting impossible odds. And no matter how often I defy the universe, it always twists a knife deeper into my gut.
You have lived a hard life, and you deserve a rest. Do you wish to leave the group?
Oh, no. I'll fight at your side to the end. You deserve that much. I just hope our battle is over soon.
Me too. But if we travel together, maybe the journey will not feel as long.
I'm continually impressed by your counsel, Hunter. When I'm down, you find a way to make me feel better.
Would you also like me to cut all the crust off your sandwiches?
Ah, but the crust is the best part. What kind of monster do you take me for? Don't answer that. At the risk of sounding overly sentimental, let me say one last thing. When I first arrived in the Abbey, you had reservations, justifiable reservations, about letting a vampire into your home. I would not have blamed you if you had kept me on a short leash. But you welcomed me into your home and made me feel like a valued member of the team.
I am sorry for how we treated you. You reminded me that I should not judge the book by its cover.
Please, you have nothing to apologize for. You have grown into my most trusted ally. I look forward to our next adventure.
When you and I last stood here, we felt the transmigration of life essences leaving via the conduit that lies within the Abbey.
I recall, you referred to the Abbey as a waypoint.
Indeed, it is a place of respite, where weary souls may join together and reforge themselves anew, before the next step in their journey.
The magic of the Abbey lies in those who gather here. does it not?
That is a marvelous observation, Hunter. I had not considered this to be true, but then again, as I have learned, not all insight is mine to possess.
We will only fail if we try to stop the prophecy alone.
With such uncertainty ahead, whether we succeed or fail, I am glad to have met you, Hunter. Our destinies may not be as set in stone as we sometimes believe. Tell me, what do you believe is your fate?
My destiny is to destroy the Darkhold. It cannot be unwritten, and it is not a good read, as Robbie would say. So I must remove it from this world.
I hoped we might avoid that scenario, but yes, I believe you are correct. Like all great grimoires, it contains powerful knowledge. And that is neither inherently good or wicked. But it is far too dangerous to exist in this world. Your uncertainties echoed my own, but allow me to help you as you helped restore my faith in myself. If a Sorcerer Supreme can fail at his duty and awaken to find new purpose, then perhaps the Darkhold, Chthon, Lilith are but veils that must be lifted from our eyes. Our destiny is never written by others who exist in this world, only by ourselves. I sense, perhaps, that the auspicious transmigration of life essences was a sign that our destinies may yet still change. Whatever comes for us, know that I stand by your side, no matter what.
Is this another movie night? And if so, where's Nico?
It's not an official movie night. It's more of my way of saying thank you for being a friend. I didn't have many growing up. Wasn't exactly the popular kid, if you know what I mean.
Well, if it matters to you, you are popular with me.
It does matter to me. I know what it's like to be hated, so I'm especially appreciative of the ones who don't. In Transia, it was just me and my brother Pietro for a long while. We wandered from village to village, begging, doing odd jobs, scrounging by any way we could.
That sounds impossibly hard.
We survived. It's why we had to that was the hardest part.
Oh?
When I was a child, Transia was very poor. Our parents could find no work. One day, my father stole bread to feed us. A mob chased him into our neighborhood. I was terrified for him. I told them to stop, and half of them turned to stone. I didn't mean to. I didn't understand my powers or how to use them, but I got scared, and people died. But the worst of it, Father pointed at me and cried out, "Witch." And then he was part of the mob, and they were after me. Pietro grabbed me and ran, faster than any person can run. We realized we could never go back. We were different, and had to look out for ourselves.
You were lucky you survived.
It doesn't really feel like that. I felt like my life was cursed with misfortune, heartache, and pain ever since. It wasn't until recently that I began to feel that curse lift.
What changed?
You. I met you, and you saved me. So, thank you for being a friend. Didn't know how much I needed one like you.
Hunter, do you have a moment?
Of course. Is something troubling you?
Not exactly. I wanted to thank you.
For what? I have not done anything worth thanking.
That's what you think. Ever since I joined the Midnight Suns, you've treated me as an equal. Nothing more, nothing less.
You are someone who deserves respect no matter what.
Not everyone thinks the same as you. To some, I am part of the X-Men. To others, I was once a queen.
Both are titles worth honoring.
Perhaps. You've never given me preferential treatment or othered me because of my titles. I've always appreciated it. I wonder if I'll ever be able to shake the stigma my past lives have carried forward. It's almost suffocating.
I do not follow.
Well, what do you think of when you hear the term leader?
Someone who carries a massive weight.
An invisible one.
So you agree?
To an extent, yes. There's a lot of work that goes on emotionally that is usually kept on lock. I've always felt like I need to live up to a version of myself that my team would be proud of. Someone fearless, who never makes the wrong decisions, and keeps their emotions in check.
Sounds like a lot of pressure.
It is. I wonder if I'll be able to let go and embrace every facet of the human condition without fear of losing control.
I think if you accept the fact that your emotions do not control you, it will ease your mind.
Become one with the fear.
Do not let the fear that something bad might happen hold you back from experimenting.
I see. That's a nice way of looking at it. I'm sure it will take many, many years for me to get over this fear. But I'm glad I've been able to share it with you.
As am I.
Thank you again, Hunter.
You know, some days I feel a pull. Like something far off is calling my symbiote home.
I hope you do not go anywhere soon. I grow fond of having you around.
Don't worry, I've got enough unfinished business on this big blue rock. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon.
Do you ever wonder about your symbiote's life before you bonded?
I don't have to wonder. I catch the occasional flash of memory from my other. Only bits and pieces, but they tell a whole story. In one, I see it bonding with a genetically modified Kree soldier who fought in an intergalactic war. In another, I feel its bloodlust as it stands over the icy graves of fallen foes.
Do you share any memories of when it bonded with Spider-Man?
Yes. I prefer not to think of those.
Why not?
You don't know him like I do.
Why do you hate him so much?
It's a long story.
I can make it through Doctor Strange's astral explanations. Test me.
Honestly, I'd rather listen to Doctor Strange talk about the smell of the astral plane than dig into my history with Parker.
You are just stalling.
Remember how I said I lost my journalist job because of some embarrassing reporting? That was partly Spider-Man's fault.
Spider-Man got you fired?
No, he caught the bad guy, like he always does. He just exposed the flaws in my reporting when he did it.
Since you hate him for doing a good thing, maybe you could get revenge by fighting one of his villains.
I hope you're getting this out of your system. It was actually a very dark time for me. Look, the symbiote feeds off my hormones. If they aren't perfectly bonded, a symbiote can suck their host dry.
Are you saying your shared hatred of Spider-Man helped you and your symbiote bond?
In a way.
You owe him your life.
In no way.
But you and Spider-Man get along now.
Sure. If by get along, you mean my other and I agreed not to eat his pancreas.
That sounds like true friendship.
Sure, but it's nothing like the one you and I have. Your pancreas is safe from us.
You are pretty good at carrying a tune, Logan. Do you take requests?
My repertoire's pretty limited. Unless you like O Canada or sea shanties. But I'm happy to whistle whatever you like. I'm feeling feisty. And I give full credit to you.
Me?
I don't know how this battle against Lilith is gonna shake out. Especially for the old-timers like me. But spending time with you has given me complete and utter faith that the future is in good hands.
Logan, I am older than you.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that you'll outlast me too. So, what I said is still the truth.
And what about you? What are you going to do now? Take a vacation?
Me? Believe it or not, I've been thinking about giving Charles Xavier a call. Maybe when this is all over, I can hook back up with the X-Men. Who knows? Maybe he'll even answer my call.
It has been an honor to fight alongside you, and I wish you luck in your future endeavors.
Ah, that's swell. But I'm not going anywhere quite yet. I like to hang around until everyone's fully sick of me. Now, if you don't mind, I've been curious about taking a dip in this water.
It looks inviting.
Feel free to join me. I may be a loner, but it doesn't mean I like being alone. Pal.